Ever find yourself mindlessly scrolling through your phone, only to look up and realize hours have vanished? You open an app for just a second, and suddenly it's 2 a.m. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. But what if I told you this isn't a lack of willpower? What if it's a carefully designed system, a psychological maze built to keep you trapped? Today, we're not just going to expose this system, we're going to break out of it. And I promise you, it's not about just logging off. We're going to talk about a powerful technique to rewire your brain and take back control of your time and your happiness. Let's pull back the curtain on the first trap. The dopamine loop. You know that little thrill you get from a new like, a comment, or a share. That's a hit of dopamine, the brain's pleasure chemical. Social media platforms are masters at manipulating this. Think about the pull to refresh feature. It's a virtual slot machine. You pull the lever, and you might get a rewarder, new notification, or you might get nothing. This is called a variable reward schedule, and it's one of the most powerful tools for habit formation. Your brain gets hooked on the possibility of a reward, not just the reward itself. It keeps you coming back, pulling that lever again and again, hoping for that next little hit of digital validation. It's an endless loop designed to consume your attention. Now for the second trap, and it's a sneaky one. Social comparison. Humans are naturally social creatures. We've always compared ourselves to others to figure out our place in the tribe. But social media puts this on steroids. You're no longer comparing yourself to a few people in your village. You're comparing your real, messy, behind-the-scenes life to the highlight reels of thousands, even millions of people. You see perfectly curated vacations, flawless bodies, and constant success. Logically, you know it's not the full picture. But emotionally, your brain registers it as a stream of evidence that you're not good enough, not successful enough, not happy enough. This constant upward comparison can be a major drain on your self-esteem and mental well-being, creating a cycle where you feel bad. So you scroll more to escape, only to see things that make you feel even worse. The third trap is perhaps the most insidious: the negativity bias. Our brains are hardwired to pay more attention to negative information than positive information. It's an ancient survival mechanism was more important to notice the tiger in the bushes than the pretty flower next to it. Social media algorithms know this. They've learned that outrage, conflict, and controversy generate massive engagement. Think about it. A calm, reasonable discussion gets a few comments. A heated, polarizing argument gets hundreds. The algorithm pushes this content to the top of your feed because it keeps your eyes glued to the screen. You get drawn into arguments, doom scroll through bad news, and absorb a constant stream of negativity, leaving you feeling anxious, angry, and drained. All while the platform's engagement metrics soar. So we're stuck in a dopamine loop, comparing ourselves to impossible standards and getting bombarded with negativity. It sounds bleak, right? But here's the good news. We can fight back. We can reclaim our minds. And the solution isn't just deleting your apps, which for many of us isn't practical. The solution is to give your brain a better offer. This brings us to our powerful 3-step plan to break free. The core of this plan is a fascinating psychological tool called a dopamine menu. Think of it like a restaurant menu, but instead of food, it's filled with healthy, fulfilling activities that give you a natural dopamine release. This isn't about deprivation, it's about substitution. You're going to rewire your brain's reward system by consciously choosing better sources of joy. Step 1 is to create your menu. Take out a piece of paper or open a note on your phone. We're going to create 3 categories: appetizers, main courses, and desserts. Appetizers are quick, easy activities that take 5 to 10 minutes. These are your go-to replacements for a quick scroll. Think of things like doing 10 push-ups, stretching for 5 minutes, stepping outside for some fresh air, listening to one favorite song without doing anything else, or tidying up one small area of your room. These are small wins that can instantly shift your state. Next, main courses. These are more substantial activities, taking 30 to 60 minutes. They provide a deeper sense of satisfaction and flow. This could be things like going for a run or a bike ride, practicing a musical instrument, cooking a new recipe, reading a chapter of a book, or having a deep, uninterrupted conversation with a friend. These activities require more effort, but the payoff in terms of your mood and sense of accomplishment is huge. Finally, desserts. These are your big-ticket, high-award activities that you might do once a week or a few times a month. They give you something to look forward to and create lasting memories. This could be hiking a new trail, planning a day trip, tackling a DIY project you've been putting off, or hosting a game night with friends. These are the experiences that truly enrich your life, far more than any curated feed ever could. Fill out your menu with at least 5 options for each category. Be specific and choose things you genuinely enjoy. Step 2 is the critical moment of choice. This is where the magic happens. The next time you feel that automatic, twitchy urge to grab your phone and open a social media app, I want you to pause, just for 1 second. Acknowledge the urge. Don't fight it or feel guilty about it. Just notice it. Then, in that moment of pause, pull out your dopamine menu. Ask yourself, do I have 5 minutes? Do I have 30 minutes? Then simply pick one item from your menu and do it. Instead of scrolling, pick an appetizer like stepping outside. Instead of a long evening scroll, choose a main course like reading a book. This will feel weird at first. Your brain will scream for the easy, familiar hit of the app. But here's what's happening on a neurological level. Every time you consciously choose an activity from your menu over mindless scrolling, you are weakening the old neural pathway and strengthening a new, healthier one. You are actively teaching your brain that real-world activities are more rewarding than digital ones. You are moving from being a passive consumer of algorithm-fed content to an active creator of your own well-being. Step 3 is to schedule your main courses and desserts. Don't just wait for inspiration to strike. Be intentional. At the beginning of the week, look at your calendar and schedule 1 or 2 main courses. Maybe it's a workout on Tuesday evening or a dedicated hour for your hobby on Thursday. Then plan 1 dessert for the weekend. When you schedule these things, you are sending a powerful signal to your brain that your well-being is a priority. It gives you something tangible to look forward to and builds a life outside the screen that is genuinely exciting and fulfilling. The more rich and engaging your real life is, the less appealing the digital imitation becomes. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a practice. Some days you'll nail it, and other days you might find yourself falling back into old habits. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Every time you make a conscious choice, you are taking back a piece of your attention, a piece of your time, and a piece of your life. You are moving from a state of reactive consumption to one of intentional creation. You're not just escaping the traps of social media. You're building a life that's too good to escape from. So I challenge you today, create your dopamine menu. The next time your thumb hovers over that app icon, pause and choose something real instead. You have the power to rewire your brain and redesign your life. Start now. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on living an intentional life in a distracting world. And I'd love to see what's on your menu, so share one of your favorite appetizers in the comments below. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.